if you had to make a Mount Rushmore of your teammates, Shaq, who's the four, like your Mount Rushmore? Who's the four?
Penny, Kobe, D. Wade, and Big Shot Bob.
Big Shot Bob.
Big Shot Bob, he saved me. At least 2 out of 4 championships. Saved me.
No Verdejo, huh?
No, hell no, never.
What about LeBron? You don't have LeBron on your floor?
Yeah, but I didn't play with LeBron long enough.
Yeah. So who was the player that you just hated playing against? I want to know who you hated playing against, because like I think about some of the guys I got to play against. I got to play against Aaron Donald twice a year. It's freaking terrible. So like who are the guys you hated playing against?
I hate playing against Hakeem Olajuwon because he had so many moves from each side, so it was really hard to scout for. Like all the Georgetown boys, fake left, go hard right. That's Alonzo, that's Dikembe, that's Patrick Ewing. They all did the same thing. All the other guys were pick and pop guys. Didn't really have to worry about them. But Hakeem, he just had so many moves on the block. And then David Robinson ran like a deer. So, so like if I went out the night before and had a good time and then try to wake up and run with him, it was going to be fun.
So he ran like a deer. What'd you run like, Shaq?
The young Shaq ran like a deer, but the old Shaq, I ran like a bull because I walked down.
You walked down the hill. Yes. I know the story. Yeah, young bull versus old bull, huh?
That's right.
I've heard that story many times. My first couple of years in the NFL, and then talk to me about also too. You talk about some of these great players and people you had to play against. What about now? When you view guys now, like I think about somebody who runs like a deer, who's a bigger guy, like Giannis. He's a massive dude. Like who do you see when you watch them play? Because when I watched you guys play back in the 90s, I mean, basketball was completely different. I felt like it was so physical. Everybody was so dominant on defense. I grew up near a guy named Ben Wallace. Remember Ben Wallace? He grew up in Richmond, Virginia. I got to see him a bunch play. But, when you watch guys today, are there any similarities to certain guys you watch today versus back then?
I know this is unfair to say, but I try to evaluate guys and say, could they play with us?
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of social media. He's great. He's the greatest. Nah, I'm looking at guys and saying, could he play with us?
Interesting.
Okay, you're a guard. Could you play with Jordan? Could you play with us? Listen, both games, football and basketball, gotten softer. I hate to say it. I know some people will be offended, but so I try not to throw out that he's great, unless I say you could have played with a Jordan. LeBron, KD, Steph definitely could have played with us.
Yeah.
Definitely could have played. Giannis definitely could have played there. So those guys are great. Kyrie, yes, but everybody else is there. He's going to be. I'm waiting. I got to wait. Like Zion's pretty good. John Morant's pretty good, but I just got to wait. Luka Doncic did his thing this year, but I just got to wait before I start throwing out props.
Yeah, you're one of those guys. I'm the same way in the sense that when I think about, I'm old school in my approach. So, to me, it's hard to just say a guy is going to be, a great player for a long time unless he does it, consistently. I think that's a big thing. The consistency of a player is true legacy, in my opinion. When I watch guys in other sports, baseball and football and basketball and even boxing, I think people get so addicted to the new flash of everything. But, how long can a guy last, which is exciting.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.